What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Brandon's NFL Pick'em. My name is Brandon. We're heading into week 5 of the 2025 NFL season. And bye weeks are here. Season's heating up. Some teams are already showing who's for real and who's not, who's fading fast. Got my picks, full breakdowns, some score predictions, even confidence ratings this week to bring you something new to help sort out the locks from the coin flips. So let's dive in to the first matchup of the week featuring the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers battling it out on Thursday Night Football. Big NFC West matchup. 49ers have been rolling. Divisional games are never easy, especially between these two teams. Matt Stafford, up and down, more better than non. Rams defense at home is going to be tough. Big thing is, can the Rams offensive line hold up against the 49ers pass rush? I think it'll be a tight game. Closer game, maybe not as close as originally planned. This, I'm doing it. Made this pick before the injury reports came out. So give me the Rams zone, a close one, 27-24 over the 49ers. Get confidence, 5-10 coin flip. It's a big divisional game. Who knows? Who knows what will happen with this one? Now, bouncing over to the next game that we're going to talk about, you get another London game, another Vikings game overseas. You get the Minnesota Vikings versus the Cleveland Browns. It's going to be interesting. Rather interesting game here. I like the Vikings in this one. London always throws a curveball, but they're already overseas. They were there last week when they played the Steelers. Cleveland has that long trip after playing a tough game against the Lions this past, in week 4. Browns do have one of the better defenses in the league this year. As if Cleveland's offense struggles, though, with Dylan Gabriel behind the helm instead of Joe Flacco or Shadur Sanders, I could see Minnesota capitalize on it. It's more of a dome atmosphere compared to the game in Dublin last week. Give me the Vikings with a 21-17 win over the Cleveland Browns. The confidence rating, I said leaning Minnesota because they've already been overseas for a week now, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, however long it's been. But you never know. Travel and interesting. So give me a confidence 6 out of 10 towards the Minnesota Vikings in this one. Now I'm going to jump over to the early Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon slate, 12 p.m. The 12 p.m. start times. Let's start with the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. The game of the week potential. Both teams are 3-1. Houston picked up their first win. Baltimore lost against the Chiefs in week 4. Not a pretty loss either. Lamar doesn't doubtful right now that he'll play. But it's going to be, if Lamar Jackson plays, this one is tough. Texans been playing better. They're at home. So it should be a good game. Baltimore can keep the run game, keep them in things, but I think Houston balances it out in the end. So give me the Texans with like a 20-17 win. Confidence rating 7 out of 10 in the Texans getting one. But the Ravens right now aren't an easy out. If Lamar Jackson does play, it's going to be even tougher. If he doesn't, definitely give me Houston to get a win here. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints and New York Giants. Actually, I think it's the other way around. The Saints are home, if I remember right, looking at the schedule this week. You got two teams that are kind of live and die by the defense right now. Both teams, they've put up points, but they've also shut teams out defensively. Giants, they're going to be without Malik Nabers for the rest of the year. They haven't been a consistent offensive team. They would go from scoring, 5 or 9 points in one game to scoring 40 plus in another. So that gives me a kind of there. I do like the Giants, though, in this one, to Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's going to have to play a bigger role now without having Malik Nabers in on that offensive side. Give me the Giants, though, with a 24-14 win. Give me a confidence rating of give me a 5. I like a coin flip on this one. I think this one could go either way for these two teams here. Next up, I got the Eagles and the Denver Broncos. Broncos are a tough team to play but it's in Philadelphia. And Philadelphia is a tough team to beat at home. They really are. I don't see where Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles struggle with Broncos defense, Broncos team that hasn't not looked the best at times this season. Give me the Eagles to win easily 30-17 over the Broncos. Confidence level 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Philadelphia's depth is going to be the difference in this one, especially if they can get their offense, the full steam of their offense going. Run-wise, pass-wise, defensively, they're good. Special teams have been outstanding for the Eagles this year. They've been a difference maker in their last 2 weeks as well. So we'll see what happens there. You get the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys as well. Could be an interesting one. Jets defense is not great. Their offense is not great. Give me the Dallas Cowboys in this one. I don't think this one's close. Give me 27-10 win for the Dallas Cowboys. So give me that 9 out of 10 confidence rating in this one here. Next up, I got the Raiders and the Colts. Could be a good one. I think the Colts rebound though after that loss. After that loss to the Rams last weekend. They're picking up their first loss of the season. I think they rebound. They pick up a 27-20 win over the Raiders. Should be close. I think Indy keeps the edge just with the balance. Indianapolis is more balanced offense, offensive attack than the Raiders do. So just my thoughts there. Last up, you got the Miami Dolphins, Carolina Panthers. Carolina has been one of those teams. They looked really, really great against the Atlanta Falcons. That 30-0 win over the Falcons. And the next week, they just pooped a freaking giant goose egg, man, against the Patriots. I don't know what happened there. What happened with that team in week 4, but it was ugly. It was ugly. So unless Carolina can slow down the tempo of the Dolphins, I mean, it's going to be a tough one. No Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins, which is going to be a big difference. The run game's not great. It's not the best. I wouldn't say it's awful, but it's not the best. Give me the Panthers, though, to sneak one out here and get a win over the Dolphins. Give me Panthers to win 20-17. Now, this is more of my kind of upset of the week, I guess, in a way. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, 8 out of 10 confidence, not 8 out of 10. Give me more of like a 6 out of 10 in my confidence side of things for the Panthers to get a win against the Dolphins. So we'll jump over to the afternoon slate. There's only 4 games in the afternoon. First one we're going to talk about here is the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers take on the Seattle Seahawks out in Seattle this week. Seattle's passing attack is decent. They've proved to a lot of people that they aren't a fluke, that they're be solid. Sam Darnold, pretty decent so far. Buccaneers defense, though, not bad either. Tampa Bay, I feel like this is probably the more even match of the week across the kind of slate of games that we got. You have a lot of like these kind of like lopsided kind of games, in my opinion, besides maybe the Rams and 49ers. But I like the Seahawks to get a 24-20 win at home this week. I think the Seahawks playmaker is just going to make that little bit of a difference late. So we'll see. Confidence rate, give me 6 out of 10 in favor of the Seattle Seahawks at home. But Tampa Bay is scrappy, so it could go either way. Really could. Next one here. This is probably my big blowout of the week. You got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tennessee Titans. 2 teams that are fighting, that have been fighting at the bottom of the barrel in the NFL last couple of seasons. Give me the Arizona Cardinals to get a 35-10 win. I don't think this one is close. I don't think this one's close at all. I think Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals kind of run away with it. They've been playing a lot better this year than they were last year. A little bit more competitive team. So, yeah, I like a 35-10 win. So give me that 9 out of 10 confidence rating in the Arizona Cardinals for this one. Next up, you got the Chargers and the Commanders. Herbert versus a very kind of beat up Washington Commanders team right now. They can be pretty good. Washington can be pretty good defensively, but that Chargers offense, man, looks decent. So give me the Chargers in a close one for a little while. The Chargers pull out at the end. Give me a 27-14 win for Justin Herbert in the Los Angeles Chargers to keep up in a very weird AFC this year. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Definitely one of my locks of the week. It's probably my lock of the week is this Chargers game against the Washington Commanders. Last but not least, if that's not my lock of the week, if I got 2 locks of the week, give me this one here. Give me the Detroit Lions with a 28-10 win over the Cincinnati Bengals. But Cincinnati is not good without Joe Burrow. They awful on Monday night. 28-3 loss. I think that's what it was to the Broncos. Not good at all. I don't think this one is close. This one could get ugly very quickly too. So I think I'm being a little favorable by only having the Lions score 28 in this one. So give me a 28-10 win for the Detroit Lions in this one. It's a lock 100%. If the one above it is not my lock of the week, it's definitely this Lions versus Bengals game. I mean, you got to feel for the Cincinnati Bengals fans right now. So, yeah, Lions make another statement win in this one. Let's jump over to Sunday Night Football. By the way, let me know what you think of the little graphics over here on the side. Hopefully they help a lot better, in my opinion. You got the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football taking on the New England Patriots. A nice, classic, old-school AFC East battle. Patriots defense, keep it interesting. They can't keep it interesting. I'm not saying they're going to. But they did come up with a pretty big win against the Carolina Panthers in week 4. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. Expect Buffalo to pull away. Give me a 28-13 win for the Buffalo Bills. Confidence, give me 7 out of 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo's just a better team. They're just a better team right now still. Nothing against the New England Patriots. Really nothing against that. Monday Night Football, let's jump over to, you got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Chiefs traveling to Jacksonville as well. But in all fairness, Patrick Mahomes in prime time on Monday Night Football against a Jacksonville team that is talented, but maybe not quite there yet. Might be a challenge, but not quite there yet. Big thing for Jacksonville is, can they match what Kansas City does offensively? You saw that Baltimore had trouble keeping up with that. They couldn't keep up with the explosive playmaking that the Kansas City Chiefs had in that game in week 4. So give me the Chiefs with a 31-17 win against the Jacksonville Jaguars to get them to 2-3 or 3-3 on the season, 2-3 on the season as well. So confidence rating in this one, 9 out of 10. Give me Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes in the Kansas City Chiefs in primetime, it gets you that money. So no doubt in my mind that I think the Kansas City Chiefs will take care of the Jacksonville Jaguars in this one. No doubt. As we wrap things up here, for my week 5 pick 'em here, I give you kind of give you the picks, deeper breakdown, score predictions, even confidence rating, so you know which ones I feel the strongest about if you're going to go about picking, whether it's a pick 'em challenge, pick 'em league, whatever you do, confidence league, however you're going to do it. What about you? Let me know what you think. What about you? Drop your picks in the comments. Let me know what your locks of the week are. And hey, if I'm dead wrong, I want to hear about it too. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss out next week's picks. And I'll see you next time.